And welcome to week 5 of Intro to Marketing. Congratulations, you have made it halfway through the class, and everybody's doing great. I'm really excited to see how your final projects turn out. And I wanted to spend just a little bit of time today talking to you about what we're going to look at for this upcoming week, for week 5. This week, we're going to transition into the final P of the marketing mix. Last week, you did distribution, which is place in the marketing mix. And then this week, we're going to take a look at promotions. And to me, this is the best part of marketing. And for most people, this is what they think marketing is. They kind of don't realize that all the other things you've been doing is incorporated into marketing. But this is a fun part that takes a little bit of creativity and a little bit of research, but you can come up with some great ideas. So I encourage you to read Chapter 12 on advertising and public relations, and there's also a video for you to watch called Ad Campaigns. And so, take a look at that, and that'll help you understand a little bit more about advertising and public relations, or PR. For your discussion post, this is a fun assignment, I think. You're going to look at Super Bowl commercials on TV. And as most of us all know, a lot of people watch the Super Bowl just for the commercials. And you'd be surprised at the percentage of people that are there for the commercials. So they're very expensive. I believe this past year, the average 30-second spot for commercial during the Super Bowl was about $5 million. So that's just for the airtime. That doesn't count the money the brand spends on creating the commercial and all the other stuff. So these commercials run into a lot of money. You're going to see down below under the video here, I've included a link to a video case study on the 84 lumber commercial that they put on this last Super Bowl, and that commercial in all was about $15 million. I had the great pleasure of meeting the gentleman from Bruner Ad Agency from Pittsburgh over this past weekend at an IMC conference, an advertising conference, and he gave a presentation on this very commercial and how advertising and public relations work together. A lot of companies don't realize that these two parts of promotions can really benefit each other if they work together. So I encourage you to watch that. It was a really interesting commercial that they did, and they used some really cool strategies to pull people to the website. They were restricted on by Fox Network, by some of the things that they could show in the commercial, and freedom of speech there, I guess. But anyway, they found a better way to do it, and it was ranked the most viewed commercial online from the Super Bowl. So it was a very successful commercial. So please do check on that link down there and look into it and see what the whole big story on that Super Bowl ad was for 84 lumber. So in regards to your discussion post, look at some Super Bowl ads from the past few years. I encourage you to go back as far as the 70s and 80s. And you're going to look at the types of strategies used and tell us, what you find, the type of strategies, and how these strategies have changed over the years. Like I said, I recommend you go as far back, 70s, 80s, 90s, and compare to what we're doing today. And tell us about that. And have the strategies changed or not? And if so, why or why not? And give your opinion as to what strategies are most successful. And then when you reply to your classmates' initial posts, compare your findings. That's always very interesting. And I really like this part. Tell the class what you think the future of advertising holds. Look outside of the box and give your thoughts on this. Virtual reality, is becoming a big thing. Artificial intelligence, these kind of things are really growing. Will we be starting to see these things in advertising? Do we already see them sometimes? Look, give your thoughts on the future of advertising. So that's your discussion post. Your other assignment for this week in regards to advertising and public relations is a big writing assignment. And this is to be a 2 to 4 page written assignment. It's your final project, part 1. All right. The part 2 is when you're going to take all this information and put it together in a PowerPoint in a couple weeks. So you want to make sure you've got all this information together because it'll help you in a couple weeks with that assignment. And with this written assignment, you should be discussing the SWOT analysis and your target audience or target market analysis that you just did last week. Take my recommendations from both the SWOT and the target market analysis and make revisions. Don't just copy and paste. If there's things that you need to improve on or correct, please do so, so that you can get, the best grade you can get. And that's the first part of the written assignment. And then you're going to talk about some marketing strategies that you would recommend. And be sure to tie in all parts of the marketing mix, all 4 P's: product, price, place, and promotion for your pet food product. Okay? And how those 4 P's play a role in this the marketing strategy recommendations that you give. And to finish out that paper, provide a marketing strategy that you would recommend SNHU pet store to avoid. You don't want to always do every single advertising strategy that's out there. If you find that your target audience wouldn't respond well to a certain type of marketing strategy, then that's something you should avoid. So think about that. That's why you look at this target market so much. Your marketing strategies should be ways that will resonate with this target audience. So this is going to deal with a little bit of research. I do encourage you to do the research and then use your sources in your paper. This gives you, as the student, as the person writing this, it gives you credibility. Because just standing up there and saying, oh, well, I think we should do social media because I'm on social media, that does not make you a credible presenter. You need to say, I think we should use social media because, 80% of our target audience is on social media. Whatever, justify and back up your recommendations with proof. Okay? And if you need some help with that, give me a shout. I'm all the time digging into this kind of information. I can probably guide you to some stuff. And if I find anything that I can share with the class this week, I'll do that as well. There is a template. Please do use that template. Please read the directions on the template. Okay, it's all red print. There's parts of it you delete. You change the red to black. So just take your time, follow the directions, and make sure you do that. And you're going to come out with a good grade if you put in some good content as well. Be sure you have a title page and a reference page and the written product itself that needs to be 2 to 4 pages long. You should have an introduction, a body to your paper, and then a conclusion. It's all in that template. So, like I said, I can't stress it enough to please be sure to follow the directions on that template. It's a huge help. And I mentioned using your sources. Please be sure to cite your sources. In an announcement I put up there yesterday, I believe it was, Purdue OWL, OWL website will give you all the information you need in regards to APA formatting. There are all kinds of citation machines that you can find online that you can plug in and type in the information for your source, the title, the author, the date, the publication, all that kind of stuff, and it will create the citation for you. So you can just kind of copy and paste it. But, do make it, if you do that, do make sure that, you use the right font, keep it in Times New Roman, New Times Roman, 12-point font, 1-inch margins. All that kind of stuff is APA formatting. So do check out Purdue Owl website. And please be sure to cite your sources in the text, okay? Because, whatever source you use, they've done a lot of work to find that information. You need to give them credit. It's ethical, and at times it can be illegal if you don't. So get into that practice of giving credit where credit is due. And so cite it in text and always add it to your reference page. Again, if you have questions, if you're struggling with this, please don't wait till Sunday to give me a shout. I'll be available on Sunday. I can't promise, but I'll do my best. But, give me a shout sooner if you need some help so that you're not stressing out right near the deadline and all that. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Have a lot of fun with this week, okay? Advertising and PR is really the most fun in marketing. It's the most creative. And think outside of the box. Come up with something new. How will you communicate with your target audience? How will you make your pet food stand out from Purina and all these other competitors you have out there? Okay, so good luck, and I can't wait to see your final assignments for this week, and we'll get busy on the discussion post. If you want to plug in videos of the Super Bowl commercials, that would be really, really cool, so we can kind of all watch them together. So have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye.